torn from my palace, my hair shorn in utter grief. I am now an old woman, an old slave, part of the conqueror's miserable plunder. Come out, you women of Troy, come out and weep with me. Come, you wives of soldiers, Trojan soldiers, experts in the way of the bronze spear. Come out and weep, you poor women of Troy, unfortunate in marriage. Come, let us all wail at the sad fate of our Troy. Look at her. She's choking in smoke and ashes. Let me begin the dirge, my friends. Let me be like a mother bird who teaches her fledglings how to chirp. Let me begin the song. But it won't be a song like those I sang when Priam held his scepter, and when the proud feet of a chorus stamped a beat in praise of our city's gods.
Hecuba, what is it? What are you saying? Why are you crying? What do your words mean? I could hear your sad speech in the hut. Panic spins in the hearts of the Trojan women inside that hut, Hecuba. They grieve over their slavery.
The hands of the Greeks are at the oars of their ships right now, my darlings.
What? Why? What do they want? Will they take us away from our home?
I don't know, darlings, but I sense the worst.
Come out! Come out, friends! Come out, you poor Trojan women! Come out and hear what's in store for you! The Greeks are getting ready to sail home.
But no, please don't bring out my daughter Cassandra. She will be seized by one of her frenzied attacks again, and she will embarrass me in front of all the Greek soldiers. Don't bring Cassandra out here. Add no more to my calamity. Oh, poor unfortunate Troy. You are lost, and lost too are those who leave you, whether they're alive or dead.
I'm trembling with fear.
We heard your crying from inside Agamemnon's huts, Hecuba. Tell us, have the Greeks decided to kill us?
What news from the Greeks? All the Trojan women in the huts are terrified. Have the Greeks taken their oars down from the sterns of their ships?
Child, I was out here at the crack of dawn, out of my wits with fear.
Have the Greeks sent a herald for us? Whose slave will I be, poor wretch?
Your lot will be drawn any minute now.
Will it be a soldier from Argos, or from Phthia, or from some other island country?
Who will be my master, I wonder?
I am sick with fear.
Miserable soul, old and withered soul, useless, like a drone at death's door. Ghost in the underworld. Who will be my master? And where? What will I be doing? Will I be waiting at the guests, or will I be a nurse for the master's children? I, Hecuba, the honored queen of Troy.
What lament would do justice to your pain, Hecuba?
Or to mine.
I will no longer send the shuttle up and down a Trojan loom.
Look! There! This is the last time I can look upon the corpses of my sons.
Worse still will come.
Dragged to the bed of a Greek. A curse upon such a night. A curse upon such a fate. Or else to carry water like a miserable slave from the sacred springs of Peirene. O gods, at least take me to that blessed and welcoming land of Theseus. But never, gods, never make me a slave to that murderous Helen and to Menelaus, the destroyer of Troy. I couldn't bear to look at them again. Never take me to their hateful home by the torrents of the river Eurotas. I've been told about a land nearby that one, by the graceful foot of Mount Olympus.
Aeneas's blessed land.
Wealthy and fertile.
There I'd like to go, if go I must, but not before I go to Theseus' sacred country. And I've also been told about Hephaestus, fiery land, Etna, across from Carthage, mother of Sicily's mountain range. Heralds have spread news around the world of how they crown their victorious athletes with glory. And across from that place, as the sailor cuts through the Ionian Sea, he'll come face to face with another land.
Yes, a land where the famous waters of Crathis flow.
I've heard these waters give your hair a golden glow.
Oh, they nourish the whole country, those waters.
And raise splendid men.
Look! I can see a herald hurrying here from the Greek camp.
I wonder what message he'll be delivering to us.
He'll tell us that we are now the slaves of the Greeks.
Hecuba, I've made many trips to Troy to deliver messages to you from the Greeks. So you know me. That's why I came in person to deliver you this new message.
You know your fate, Hecuba. But what about mine?
Who's got my law in his hand? An Acacian?
A Greek?
My queen. Control your frenzied daughter before she dances her way to the camp of the Greek soldiers. How you laugh in the face of misfortune, Cassandra. In the face of a misfortune that will destroy your whole house. And how you love to prophesy things that just cannot happen.
Soon, you will receive me too. You will receive a victorious Trojan woman because I will have destroyed those who have destroyed us, the house of Atridae.
Where are this old woman's guardians?
Who is looking after Hecuba?
You! Can you not see that the poor woman has fallen on the ground?
And not a word from her. Quickly!
Quickly!
Pick her
Pick
up!
her up! Come on!
Come on!
What? Will you leave her there on the ground, you terrible women? Come, Muse. Come. Help me sing the dirge. Help me tell this new story of ill-fated Troy, this story that is full of tears. The Greeks rolled a huge structure built on 4 wheels into the city, and it was that structure which brought about my destruction and my miserable enslavement. An enormous horse, made out of mountain pine, chiseled by the sharp adze, a construction whose noise reached the heavens, whose cheeks were plated with gold.
Whose belly was clogged with spears.
They left that horse by the gates of our city, and the folks saw it from above the walls and shouted with glee, "Come, people, come and see, our troubles are no longer. Come, roll this holy statue to the temple of Athena, the child of Zeus." So all the folks came out of their homes, young girls and old men alike, and with joy and song they pulled the devious destroyer of Dardanius' land inside the walls. All of them. All the Trojans rushed out to the gates to make this evil offering to the virgin goddess who rides the immortal horse. They ran out to the ambushing statue, spun plaited ropes around it as if it were the black hull of a ship, and brought it to rest at the stony temple on the holy ground of the goddess. That gift was fatal
Fatal!
Fatal.
to Troy. And so the dancing and the singing went on all day until the day ended and the black night began. But the sounds of a Libyan flute and Trojan voices continued, still in happy songs, and the feet of the Trojan virgin still dancing with joy. The bright moonlight flickered wide across the city, and inside every home it made the happy eyes heavy enough for sleep. And it was then, the very moment when I was singing and dancing in the temple of Zeus' daughter Artemis, the goddess of the hills, when the sound of murderous terror spun wildly through all the Trojan homes. Babies threw their frightened little arms around their loving mother's skirts. Ares, the god of war, emerged from his ambush, from Athena's dire work. At every altar, in every Trojan home, the blood splashed.
Young girls in their deserted beds shaved their heads in grief.
Victory wreaths for the Greeks.
An offering of misery for Troy.
Hecuba! Look! Look there! Andromache is coming! She's riding on a foreign wagon! At her singing breast hangs her beloved child, Astyanax, Hector's baby boy. Andromache, you poor woman! Where are they taking you on this wagon?
Look! Hector's bronze armor!
And all the Trojan spoils taken by the Greek spear.
Achilles' son will adore his Phaethon temples with them. The unfortunate find sweet solace in tears, in wailing, and in the singing of dirges.